Hey, everybody. What's happening, people? Welcome to the Sit and Run podcast with your host, Michael Caceres. Parental discretion is advised. This podcast may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Shh. Parental discretion is advised. What's going on, people? On January 15th, 2017, I will be at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California. Go to the bottom of this page right now, right there at the comments. Click on that link, Tickets to Flappers. It'll take you to the menu to buy your tickets for the show. Those tickets right now are $20, and that show starts at 8:30 p.m. The doors open at 8. Come and support your boy, Michael Caceres. January 27th, 2017, I will be performing at the Ice House Comedy Club in Pasadena, California. That show is going to be starting at 7:30, and it will be in room 2. Now, those tickets are going to be $15 at the door, but you can buy your tickets online for $10. So that's the update on that show. I actually was just talking to the host of the show, Mr. Mike Muratori, one of my favorite comedians of all time, asked me to be on the show. So it's an unbelievable opportunity for me, and I can't wait to do it. By next week, I should actually have the link and everything for the website for you guys to purchase those tickets by next week. And it will be, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I love the Ice House. Love the Ice House. Man, it's been a crazy week. I actually worked Monday through Friday this week from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. It was I like the shift, but the only problem is with having work at 4 o'clock in the morning is you got to get to sleep by 7 p.m., 8 p.m. at the latest, or else you're screwed pretty much. So it was a pretty good week. I'm gonna have a pretty good paycheck, so I can't wait for that. I'm actually going to be starting up school on January 3rd. I'm going to be taking an English composition class. I don't mind English. It's fine. I'll get to write because I love to do some writing. But one of the things that I have to work on is reading. I'm not a big fan of reading. So that's going to be a big old pain in my asshole for the next 6 weeks in that course. But it's English. I'm going to be writing. I get to be working on my sarcasm and my irony for 6 months straight. So I can't wait. It'll be fun. Today on the show, we got Mr. Jacob Neff, actor and stand-up comedian. Super, super nice guy. Hilarious guy. Me and him had pretty amazing conversation for about an hour. In about an hour. Are you staring at my breasts? I don't know. In about an hour. Sorry, Employee of the Month. Great movie. You got to watch it. I'm like all up into retail right now. So like seriously, like watching Employee of the Month right after getting out of work is like especially if you work at a retail store, it's like the best thing you can do. Anyway, that was a sidetrack. Side note, and regroup, and moving forward, and going back to the subject we were on. Yeah, Jacob Neff is a really, really good friend of mine, and we had a pretty cool conversation about stand-up comedy, and we were talking about golf for a little while. And it was a pretty cool conversation because, me and Jeff go to Citrus College together, and that's where we did the interview. And, every time we're at school, though, it's pretty much like we just get to say hi to each other, and then we have to take off, pretty busy guys. So yeah, man, I'm glad that I was able to get this interview taken care of because he's actually going to be up in Washington with his family for the holidays. So it's going to be pretty cool. And then we actually also have a special guest on the show. What happened was one of our good buddies was at work in the theater, and he actually walked right into the interview. And it's pretty cool when he walks right into the interview because it actually feels really natural when we all three of us start talking. So stay tuned for that. It's actually a pretty cool episode. You'll see like right as soon as that third person comes in, it was a little scratchy. But it was just me adjusting the microphone so that you can hear us all talking clearly. So yeah, man, it's a great show and a great special guest on the show. Should I tell you? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you. It's you know what? No, I'm not going to tell you. So please give it up for Mr. Jacob Neff, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is, sitting and running and whatnot. Welcome to the Sit and Run podcast. Why do you call it Sit and Run? Because I'm literally sitting down and running through information with these people. Well, can anybody listen to this podcast? Absolutely not. Parental discretion is advised. For the moment, while I'm getting candid. Now understand it. All right, dude, start the show. For what?
Just waking up. Been awake since 5:30 this morning.
What'd you do?
Nothing, just watched golf and just tried to sleep but didn't go back to sleep.
So you got up this morning and
did nothing and woke up at 5 a.m. going, okay, golf is on, I'll watch golf.
Oh man, I had work at 4 o'clock this morning, dude, so
yeah,
I'm exhausted. I got home, I got up at like 1 o'clock and then I went home and I took a nap, to be honest with you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to do that right. I'm actually, after we're done here, I'm going to go home, do some last-minute packing, then go from my place in Azusa out to my aunt's place in Laverne for the night, go from her house down to Ontario Airport, and then fly from Ontario up to my mom's house tomorrow.
Jesus.
Yeah. So at 9 a.m., so I'll be up at 7 tomorrow morning, or 6, get to the airport by 7:30. Go through TSA, which is really easy. What is that, a foot bump? Okay, get on the plane.
Well, I'd hardly call that a vacation.
Yeah. And then when I fly up to Washington, I'll be up there for about 2 weeks.
You're going to LAX?
No, I'm flying out of Ontario, man.
Ontario? Yeah.
Ontario and Burbank got 2 direct flights.
Nah, that's
And TSA is literally they literally just go, you're the only one in line, don't even take off your shoe.
I know. It's my dad actually my dad went to Seattle to go watch the Rams play.
Oh, the Seahawks?
Yeah, to go play the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So I went to go drop him off at LAX, and my dad he was having a good time.
Why didn't you fly out of Ontario?
I don't know. I don't know if my dad made, you know, that I don't know.
You could have flown out of Ontario and just landed right into Seattle, or right into Portland. And then got on the plane in Portland and flown up to. It's only like a 30-minute flight from Seattle to, an hour flight from Seattle or from Portland to Seattle.
Yeah. You like Washington?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I love Washington. There's no sales tax in Oregon.
Yeah.
And you can get a big ass house for damn near nothing.
Well, your mom lives out there?
Yeah, my mom lives out there, sister and brother-in-law and niece, and then I've got an uncle that lives out there, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to move out there, so it's going to be, it's just cheaper to live out there than it is here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Did you end up finishing all of your ETT over here?
Oh, hell no, not yet, man.
How'd you end up doing in all your classes this semester?
God. F.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, I got here an hour after my final started with McMillan, so I couldn't even do it.
Oh.
So I missed one of my finals, which I've never done here.
Yeah.
I know I didn't pass Dan's class, and I know I didn't pass my recording class, so I'm gonna have to do all that again next year.
So forget technical theater, pretty much. You're just gonna stick to acting.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna still do technical. I'm just gotta redo everything next year then.
Oh, so you're staying here then? You're not going.
Yeah. No, I'm not moving up there until after ETT.
Until after ETT.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
because there's so many theaters up there. It's not even funny.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
In Washington?
Yeah. Washington, Vancouver, Portland's got a bunch.
I never.
Seattle's got a bunch.
Well, when I go out to Washington, I go up to Tacoma because that's where my uncle and my aunt lives.
They've got a bunch of stuff up there. I mean, they've got the casino up there. So I mean, if they ever do any shows, they're gonna need to hire lighting people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be set for life. It's like, where did your paycheck go in that damn slot machine over there? That's where it went.
And you're a comedian.
Yeah. So it works out perfect because there's a bunch of There's a bunch of comedy clubs up there, so it's like.
Man, I don't know. But I really don't know. The next time I go up to Washington, I'm gonna have to go and check it out because I really.
Oh yeah, go up to Seattle, up in Pioneer Square. They have a comedy club called Comedy Underground, and it's literally a comedy club underground, and their stage is a giant train mural that looks like it's coming at you.
Yeah, dude. When you get back from Washington, we have to go hit up. There's a couple of open mics down in Riverside where I live, and I went to this coffee shop called Back to the Grind, and they have open mics over there on Monday nights.
Nice.
And I went there last night, and I did great. It was.
I'll let you know because I know I've got to write down some new material. I haven't done stand up in like 2 years, so it'd be like my return to stand up.
Dude, it's honestly, it's so hard.
When the hell did I do stand? I think 2014 was the last time I did stand up. So yeah, 2 years.
Was that one? That one was at Flappers?
About 150. You could only fit like 90 people in the room.
Oh, you went the 90 people room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be performing.
Well, that's all they have. They only have one room at the one in Claremont.
Oh yeah, at the one. I'm performing at the one in Burbank.
Yeah, no, the one in Claremont's only got one room, and I think it can only hold like 90 or 100 people.
So how did that work? Did you go there and pretty much signed up? Or
no,
what?
I took the class. It's a 6-week class from beginning to end, and then at the end, the graduation is you do 5 minutes of your own material. There was an improv group that was going to go up before us. One of the guys couldn't make it to the showcase, so he dropped out.
Yeah.
Which then bumped all of us. So I went from being the closer to being opening for the comedy part, for the stand-up part.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I did 5 minutes of my own material.
What do you talk about?
Just life.
Really?
Life.
Like making fun of yourself or making fun of people?
Oh no, just life. I did jokes about. I did a joke that actually went over quite well. It was I did a joke about my 70-year-old roommate. I said.
So you have a 70-year-old roommate?
I know, right? Yeah, don't ask me how that even happened, but yeah.
You have a 70-year-old roommate?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I hit you up to do this interview, I was like, dude, let's just do it at your house. And then you told me that your roommate would be pissed, and I'm like, well, then just tell him to leave.
Yeah.
We would have only been talking for like an hour or something.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm glad we ended up doing it somewhere else.
Yeah, I got a 70-year-old roommate, and what the hell did I say? I said, instead of keg stands, he does Pepto-Bismol stands. Like you get the little tiny bottles of Pepto.
That's pretty funny.
You know, I did it and it went over perfect.
Yeah.
It was funny because there was a lady in the audience who didn't get one of my jokes, and I looked at her husband who was dying laughing, and I went, "Ma'am, think about it for a couple of seconds and you'll get it." They're walking to her car. She starts dying laughing. He's like,
"No,
really? It took you that long to figure out what he was talking about?"
Yeah, one of my because I focus a lot on dry humor, so like one-liners and stuff. So when people don't forget my jokes, when people don't get my jokes, sometimes I always like go off into a tangent and say, don't worry, you'll get that one tomorrow."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, but no, I do just life jokes. And
it's rated G.
Yeah.
Rated G humor?
Yeah.
I do everything. If you ever come, dude, you have to come to one of my shows.
I know, I'll try.
I talk about everything.
Because I don't drive, so it's harder for me to go around to places out like Riverside or Burbank.
I'm doing the Ice House in Pasadena, so that
I've been there. To me, Flappers is better than the Ice House.
Flappers is better than the Ice House?
Yeah, it's more intimate. It's literally stage, and then like all you see is 100 people, and that's it.
Yeah.
Ice House, it's like you have to make sure people in the back. You're going, can you hear me?
Oh, okay. No, I did Ice House a few weeks ago. And there was 80 people in the room.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
And no, a lot of people got my humor because it's more...
It's for everybody.
Yeah. It's some impersonations, some life stories, but I do more of the blue-collar type comedy where it's life stories and impersonations and,
Well, that's the best stuff to do because that's what everybody...
And I'm a clean comic, so it's like, it works. I mean, any place could book me because I'm a clean comic.
And sometimes you wear cowboy boots and impersonate people when you...
Well, no, I don't wear cowboy boots. I do wear mine, but when it's hot like this, I wear tennis shoes.
Yeah.
I just wear them because they're nice cowboy boots to wear, and I recommend every person gets cowboy boots.
But do you sometimes dress up as other people?
No.
And go out and
no, I wear Western stuff, so I have a cowboy hat, I have a plaid shirt, and I wear just blue jeans, and, I've had people get confused. They come up, are you from Texas?
No.
Why? Because I'm wearing a hat?
Yeah.
Automatically thinks I'm automatically from Texas. Yeah, no.
Californians.
Yeah, I'm a Californian.
Californians, man.
And I don't feel bad for them because they walk into a door at Starbucks and I'm going, ha ha. That's God's way of saying, don't ask stupid questions.
Oh my gosh. So you grew up in Washington?
No, I grew up here. I'm born and raised in Cali.
Where? Here?
Yeah.
Glendora?
Monrovia.
Monrovia.
So it's about 15-20 minutes away from Pasadena.
Yeah.
So if you go 210 all the way down where you'll see now entering Monrovia.
What
And then you go over one more block and you go now exiting Monrovia. It's literally. No, I mean my hometown is more because it's a lot of movie studios use it for movies.
Oh, okay.
So they filmed Next Friday in Monrovia, Georgia Rules, Dukes of Hazzard at the beginning was filmed at my old high school.
That's pretty cool.
Not Another Teen Movie was filmed at my old high school.
Not Another Teen. That one's classic.
Seventh Heaven was filmed at my former elementary schools.
Oh, really?
They've done a bunch of movies.
That's pretty cool.
They had I think it wasn't Patrick Swayze. It was I think it was Kurt Russell. One of his movies they had a scene where they blew up my old high school in the movie. So some guy knocked over what the hell nitrogen tank, and they lit a football on fire, and then they threw it into the classroom, and as they're running away you just see it just blow up.
I don't know what movie that is.
I don't know either.
I forgot.
But you can type it in on Facebook, on YouTube, and watch it. But yeah, there's a bunch of movies that have been filmed at Monrovia High. Bill Clinton went to Monrovia High back in '92. He did one of his speeches at Monrovia High. There's been a bunch of movies. Because it's a small town.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest of two.
Of two?
Yeah.
What? How old are they?
My sister's in her 30s. And then me, and then our stepbrother's in his 40s.
What do they do? What's your older brother do?
He's a repairman for cars, so he does like mobile repairs.
Your sister, what's she do?
She works at a sign company.
Oh,
so
okay.
So she does like her big clients Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay.
So every year she hooks me up with Chick-fil-A cards and stuff.
The greatest place of all time, dude.
Nah.
I
I don't know, man, because now they got that Five Guys going in. So if the Five Guys takes off, they're gonna be screwed. They're gonna lose half their people to Five Guys.
Well, Five Guys is awesome too, but
yeah.
I don't Chick-fil-A.
But I mean, to put Five Guys right behind the Chick-fil-A.
Here's the thing. If Chick-fil-A steps up their game a little bit,
they only gonna sell chickens. They ain't gonna.
Yeah.
I wish they would. I wish they'd go into the beef department, but they're like, no, we only do chicken.
Nah, dude, I don't want them to. That what they should do is stay open until 2:00 in the morning, like In-N-Out does.
Yeah, but they won't.
Yeah,
or be open on Sundays, which
I know,
won't.
I know, and they're off on Sunday. That's one of the only reasons why I would probably work at Chick-fil-A. Got Sundays off.
Yeah.
It's
their religion. That's why.
Yeah, I know. Mormon.
Yeah.
Mormon
those are fun. They come at your house at 7 o'clock. Have you found Jesus?
Yeah, I had a couple of friends.
No, you want a beer? I mean,
I had a couple of friends that went on their 2-year mission.
Oh God!
Right after. Right after.
They'll go to like Puerto Rico, or they'll go to like Costa Rica. You're going, what the hell?
Yeah, I know.
Take me with you. To smuggle me in your backpack. I'm good. I ain't gonna do anything you guys do. I'll be off drinking and having fun. You guys can do whatever you want to do.
So you're not religious?
Oh no, I'm Catholic.
You're Catholic, dude. Yeah. Me too.
They think they can convert me. Have you found Jesus? No.
Oh no. I
got one good. I got a Mormon's good. They came to my mom's house when I was staying over there, and at the time we had a 8-pound Chihuahua, which was like about that big.
An 8-pound Chihuahua?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was massive.
That's huge.
She was like this, and then like this.
My Chihuahua was like 2 pounds. No, I don't even think she's a pound.
She'd eat anything and everything. I mean.
Yeah.
KFC fried chicken. She loved eating the skin.
Yeah.
So the dog went from being like I think when she first got there, she was 4 pounds, and it went from 4 to 8. And they asked me, "Have you found Jesus?" I'm like, I'm like, it's too damn early, I'm Catholic. They kept talking to me, I'm like, screw it. I turned my head, I went, Kudrow, I got lunch. They jumped off my mom's porch, hauled ass to their cars. They turned around, they see this 8-pound chihuahua, and I go, good dog.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, it worked. It came in handy.
What does your mom do?
Retired.
Oh, yeah? What'd she do?
30 years of teaching.
Teaching what?
Any grade and every grade you can think
Oh,
of.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's
a career teacher. So she worked here back in the day.
Yeah.
Worked at a bunch of schools in Glendora. A bunch of schools in
And she did elementary, middle school, high school?
She did everything. She didn't do high school. She did elementary, and then she did college and liked elementary better because she was taller than them.
And she taught at Citrus for a little while?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Like one of the BS classes. I think it was. I asked her, I said, what class did you teach? She's like, oh, I taught an intro to teaching class. And it was like, she didn't like it because all the guys were taller than her and everybody was taller than her. She's like, I'm going back to the little people. I'm like, you can't call elementary. Yeah, you can.
Oh, man, that is... Oh,
yeah.
no. When did you get into acting?
2010 was my first ever production here.
At Citrus?
Yeah.
What play was it?
Tommy Humbug and the Christmas Gypsies.
What'd you play?
I played one of the thieves. We got to kidnap Tommy.
Who else was in that play?
Summer, Anthony, Kevin. There's a bunch of us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's 3 groups of people, so it's like it's basically kind of like a kids' version of A Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay.
So Ebenezer Scrooge would have been Tommy Humbug.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of 3 ghosts, you have 3 groups of people. So you have gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
Mm-hmm.
The thieves got to kidnap Tommy to the. When I did it, we got to use the Pink Panther theme to kidnap him.
Oh, really? Nice.
And yeah, that was in 2010 when the theater was set up differently.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, I've been in 8 different productions here.
Yeah. What? Okay, so but it was after that when you started taking like a bunch of improv classes, right?
Yeah, actually I was taking started doing improv in 2009.
Yeah.
And then
the what do you call it? The improv group at Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra Madre.
Yeah.
Costa del Rey. They meet every Monday night.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, but I did that I was in that for a year, and then I came.
Was it there when you learned like a bunch of different?
No, I knew I could do voices when I was like, God, I think I was 7 or 8 when I started figuring out that I could actually.
Oh, like it was something that you were interested in doing.
Well, I wasn't interested in it. I didn't know I could do it,
Uh-huh.
but then I started getting really good at it to now where my voice because I have that deep voice, so I can do,
a lot of things.
Yeah, but then I did, then like I was saying, I was did that for a year, came here, fell into one of Caceres' acting classes, went from her acting class, saw that they were auditioning for it, signed up, ended up getting a call back, and getting cast in that one, and then 8 I've done 8 full productions since.
Yeah. What was your second play?
I did 3 years of Emerging Voices.
Emerging Voices is an amazing opportunity for everybody, huh?
Yeah, I did 3 of the. I did 3 years of that. Then I did another. Then I did Naughty versus Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did Candy Cane Corners. I've done Tommy Humbug again. And I did the thing for Ada.
Ada, yeah.
That theater company. We did a production here called Scenes from the End of the World. It was a long title. So I was in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done what else have I done? I've done about 8 or 9 productions here.
Let's go back to the emerging what was it called?
Emerging American Voices.
American Voices, yeah. The first play you did, what was that play called?
The first one I did, I think it was year 2.
Yeah.
I didn't get into year 1 because I missed the audition, but I did year 2, and I did a play with one of the alumni from here, Chris McKinley. I did his play. I was a.
What was it called? Remember what it was called?
I don't remember what it was called. It was I know it had. I played a witness to a guy trying to commit suicide who had cancer.
Mm.
And then I went from that one. I was in Shannon Walker's play for internet Internet Challenge, I was in that one. I played a therapist and a teacher in that one.
Oh, that must have been pretty cool.
It was fun. It
must have been pretty cool to connect to that one.
Yeah, it was fun playing with that one. And then last year's I did. I was in. I was in Cadence last year. This last year that just passed.
Yeah.
I was in that one as a security guard.
What do you? No, I mean those are good roles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you try to become these therapists or these doctors or these security guards, do you have like a certain type of process that you go through when you?
It's weird is with every actor has their little things that help them get into character.
It's different, man. Everyone does it differently.
I've been doing for the last. What was it? Tommy Humbug. So yeah, for all the shows I've been in, I find a quiet place on the campus and I'll just lean against the wall, but I'll have my hands on my forehead and I'll just sit there I mentally block everybody out.
Yeah.
And stuff, and then that helps me get into character. I think one of the coolest characters I ever got to play was when we did scenes from End of the World.
Ryan. Was that Ryan?
The one I was in was directed by Travis.
Oh, okay.
He's an alumni from here. He didn't have a side for me to read, and he's like, I don't care, I want you to play this character. And I'm like, okay, what's his name? And they're like, oh, it's Gary. I'm like, okay, cool. What does he do? Oh, he's a stoner. I'm like, okay.
He's a stoner?
So, I'm like, I've never smoked weed, but they're like, yeah, I want you to do it to where you're in a business meeting and I want you to be on your phone or on your iPod. I had my phone at that time.
Yeah.
So I had my phone going, and Dave Miranda, who wrote one of the plays that were done in Emerging Voices, he was the boss. And he would come by and he'd pull out one headphone and I put it back in. He'd pull out one of them. I'm like, he's like that. And then Deb, who's an incredible actress here, she had her line, and that's when I turn off my phone and listen to what she has to say for it.
It's so much fun, isn't it?
And then what else have I done here? I've done 3 of the audio program here that they do for their final, where they get a movie and they have to take out everything. So they take out sound, everything, and then they find actors to do it. I've done.
Is that the video production class?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That they do in the recording art when they come by here and they say, "Are you an actor? Can you come help me with it?" Yeah, sure, I can come out.
Yeah.
So I did. The first year I did it, I did Iron Man. So
Nice.
I was soldier number 2.
Yeah.
In the Humvee where he's taking pictures. So I was one of those, and then when the explosion goes off, I was the first. So I went from playing Soldier 2 to Soldier 1 for that one, and then I did after that one I did Fifth Element. I played the mayor. And then what else did I do? I did that one, and then I went from that one to playing Prometheus. I did Prometheus for a group of students.
Oh, really?
And I was the not the nerdy I was the weird doctor professor type thing. So I got to do different characters.
Yeah, you've done a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I've been here.
Who are your like the people that you look up to, like some of your
Definitely
inspirations? Like what
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
I've been watching his movies for years.
Oh, I love him. I love that guy.
Gabriel Iglesias with an I, not an E.
Yeah.
He's not related to
He actually
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Yeah.
Yes.
He actually one of his stand-ups just like brand new, like just posted on Netflix today.
Yes.
I'm actually I wanted to watch that today.
It looks pretty funny.
It looks pretty funny.
If I get really bored, I'll start watching like Frank Caliendo, Christopher Titus. I
went to go watch Christopher Titus at a club in Vegas. I think it might have been the New Orleans Casino.
Oh yeah,
dude, that guy is hilarious, dude. He came out and he brought out his notebook and he brought out like a bunch of papers, just typed out notes, dude, and was like and he was just working on his stuff, dude, and he just hilarious guy.
Who was it here? Oh yeah, one of my friends who goes here. I don't remember who it was. They went to the Burbank. They went. I think it was the Burbank one or the one in Claremont. It was one of the two. It was one of the flappers.
Yeah,
I think it was the one in Claremont.
Mm-hmm.
And they got tickets and they got to go see him perform at Flappers. And then afterwards, he stuck around and took pictures and stuff.
Yeah, same. Yeah. He's like the nicest guy ever, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We all took pictures with him, and when I saw him, you know, I kind of told, back then I wasn't doing any stand up, but I was telling him, I was like, dude, like, you know, you're so funny. Like, who do you look up to? And Christopher Titus told me that he looked up to George Carlin and Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were his guys when he was growing up.
It was funny. I got to go to a comedy type show up in New Orleans. Not Vegas, but actual New Orleans. They have Harris Casino down there, and there's a girl who does it was the night of comedy, but then she had like magic, so it was like a circus type show.
Yeah.
And she was cool because she talked to me for like 10 minutes after, and I said, yeah. She's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm an actor, and I do improv comedy. She's like, you have bigger balls than I do. I would never do improv. I would she doesn't care if she has to talk to a room of 100+ people. She said, I could never do improv.
It's
really a professional comedian who says they cannot do improv.
Well, one of the reasons why I love doing improv is because I don't like reading.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, dude, you should...
Well, see, I don't read either. It's kind of weird. Everyone's like, oh, you need to get this book if you're going to be a comic. I'm like, no, I'm just going to come off of jokes with my head and figure out what works.
Because I went to... Because I auditioned for the Trip to Bountiful, and I got a call back. But during those cold readings, it was terrible. That's when I was like, dude, I need to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. I still ended up getting a role, which thank God I did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
some actors, they do that sometimes for here. I've only had to do a cold read for Emerging Voices.
Yeah.
Second year of Tommy Humbug, and that was it.
Yeah.
I think that was the only 2 times I've ever had to do a cold read. Everything else is either you get cast or you don't get cast.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to where I've been able to get cast in 8 or 9 productions here now.
How many more acting classes can you take at Citrus?
I'm done. I can't take any more.
Really?
I've taken all of Sarah's. I've taken all of Neil's.
Really?
I mean, if they want to add more, I mean, I know they're talking about adding an improv 2 class for.
Yeah, because they only offer that improv class ever in the spring, huh?
Fall.
In the fall, yeah.
So he wants to do. They're talking about doing an improv 2, so the students who've already taken it can come back.
Yeah.
And do it again, and then.
They'll be the students
definitely,
are down.
He's talking about doing a Shakespeare 2 class.
Shakespeare.
So that way you have to take the first year, and once you pass it, you can take it. You can take the second year.
Yeah.
And second year students, he wants to do a full production of Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. That would be pretty interesting.
I told him if he does it, I'd audition for it, and I want him to cast me as the nurse. I just think it'd be funny to have a guy play a nurse instead of a chick.
Well, at my brother's high school. My brother's an actor too. He did Romeo and Juliet at his high school, but the way the director did it was he had my brother play Juliet.
Oh God!
And the girl who got casted as Juliet, she was playing Romeo.
Oh no! See, that's a twist.
Yeah, so they completely twisted it around. Had the nurse play a guy and everything, and it actually came out really well.
I think the coolest audition I've ever done here though was when I auditioned for 12th Night. I mean, that was just. I mean, it was basically just. I mean, it was just a fun night. I mean, we basically just went in. We had scripts in our hands.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to figure out what characters and what actors.
12th Night was great, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's talking about doing another one. He was watching them do. They did Gabe and Joe, one of 2 people that were in the cast with me last year for the Christmas play.
Yeah.
They did a scene from 12th Night, but they did it as a frat house. And he was sitting there, and his eyes lit up, and he's like, 12th Night is Animal House. I'm like, you do it, I will audition for it.
Oh, that will call a lot of people. A lot of actors. Yeah, that'll.
That's gonna connect with and we're college students, so it's like, yes. Yeah, so he's talking about doing it as I'm like, dude, you do it, I'll fucking audition for it.
Do you shoot?
No.
Do you fucking what was I gonna ask you?
Do I do movies or?
No, yeah, like shoot movies.
No, I'm recently my dad got me a camera for Christmas, so I'm gonna start doing vlogs and stuff. I just gotta buy a tripod for it.
You should, dude. Honestly, you should try to be doing like a podcast or something.
Yeah. No, I'm more into vlogging because in that way it's, I get to have more fun with it, And
well, the good thing about the podcast is that you don't really need to edit anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun trying to edit the video, but I got my brother-in-law is really smart on computers, so he can help me.
Oh, so you are gonna start shooting then?
Yeah.
Heck
I got
yeah.
the camera and stuff. I've got it charged up and everything, and it's a nice camera. It's a Canon.
I have a Canon too.
Canon, what is it?
Oh,
SX
no, I have a
610 HS.
Yeah.
And it was like $220.
Do you have headshots?
Yeah, I got headshots. I had a professional do them.
Oh yeah.
For like $100 and something because he did my mom's wedding.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, so she helped me and paid for that. So I've got all my headshots. But no, it's a nice little camera. Right now at Best Buy they've got them for $220.
Mm-hmm.
So he got me the camera and then got me a 64 gig memory card on it.
Yeah.
So I can have more.
Like a lot more.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it.
A YouTube page and just do it.
My brother-in-law's brother's gonna help me when I'm up there because he'll be up there for Christmas. He's gonna help me set up a YouTube channel and.
It's easy today, man. Like
I know.
It's just.
That's why I'm excited, and plus the camera comes in with built-in Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So once you register it.
You can shoot anywhere.
You can basically click mobile and then you click computer and it'll shoot the video from your phone or from the camera right to the computer.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to plug anything in.
So you'll kind of be like when you're shooting it live, it will like already be on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I.
Or I think I have to upload it to YouTube.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think there's a way to do it because it's Wi-Fi, so it's wireless, so I don't have to plug in a cable to transfer everything.
I started listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and when he does his podcast, they'll be live and it'll be on YouTube while it's going. It's like watching TV.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's why what's his name? That's why Carlos Mencia doesn't have a comedy career anymore because he likes to steal jokes from people.
Oh yeah, okay. Which
you don't ever do. If you want to get black booked in stand-up comedy, do that. But
no, I watched one of the videos.
Oh, where he confronted him.
Yeah, I watched.
And he thought he could take him, and Joe Rogan takes off. Then he take off like his shirt, and he's just like.
No, dude, he was in the middle of doing comedy, and then Joe Rogan ran onto the stage and started telling him that he's still. And then someone got Joe Rogan a microphone so that they can.
Oh God.
So that they can both like talk to each other about who was yeah, dude, it was crazy.
I watched it. I was laughing. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's why MTV pulled his show. That's why Comedy Central pulled that. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah, he stole everything from George Lopez.
Yeah.
And that was
the big one. When you do that to Lopez, I think he came out. He was just. You don't do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't. I don't even. Yeah, that guy definitely disappeared.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I watch like all the stand-up that I could, so that I can get a feel for, all right, well that guy talks about this guy talks about that. And
but I've watched Comedy Central. I went out and bought Robin Williams' Life on Broadway.
Oh, that one's hilarious.
I watched that one. Then I saw
A Night with Robin Williams is great.
The Christopher Titus ones, Norman Rockwell is Bleeding. I've seen that one. I've seen his latest one where he talks about falling into a bonfire.
What about the Weapons of Self-Destruction?
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah,
you can watch it on YouTube. It's about a 2-hour.
Yeah, that one.
Hour and a half long video.
Yeah, he's
movie, and then I watch Frank Caliendo every once in a while.
I've been getting a lot into Bill Burr and Louis C.K. Those guys.
See, I'm more of I love blue collar comedy.
Yeah.
So I like.
You like Ron White?
I love Ron White.
Ron White is
not as much as my mom. I'm more of a
Jeff Foxworthy.
Bill Engvall fan.
Bill Engvall fan, dude. Those guys.
And then I mean,
I started watching the Blue Collar Comedy Tour when I was little, and dude, I knew like every single joke when I was little.
I've seen them. I've watched all of them.
Yeah.
From Blue Collar Comedy to Blue Collar Comedy Rise Again to the final one they did in Washington D.C.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was One for the Road or something. And that was the last one that Ron White was a part of.
Yeah.
And then they actually did.
And then I watched Them Idiots, which was kind of fun, but they kept repeating the same jokes. I'm like, okay, go to Christopher Titus.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't even bother watching Them Idiots. I actually skipped all the way to the end because I like when all three of them come back and talk together. Yeah, that's one of my.
But I mean, it's fun for me. It's one of my really good friends, my buddy Drake. He's a professional race car driver, but he's also a comic like me. And at 18, he did stand up at Gotham.
Yeah.
In New York, and he had to get a special rich band to let him into the club because he was 18 and stuff. But we get together and we'll just fire one-liners all night.
I love one-liners, dude. Love one-liners.
And then when we get our friend who's up in Wisconsin right now, Tema, when she's a comedian and she's performed at a bunch of places around here.
Yeah.
When all three of us get together, there's literally no stopping. We could be cracking up for like, I think first day I met her, we cracked up for like an hour straight. Me, her, and Drake were just cracking up for an hour straight. Just jokes after jokes after jokes. Yeah.
I think you're a comedian first.
Yeah. I started doing improv, then I went into comedy, I started improv, went into acting, then I do comedy. So now it's like I love it. I mean, I love theater. I mean,
so basically right now you're trying to figure out like what
one I want to do.
Yeah,
I want to do a little bit of both, I think. I want to do voice acting. But then I definitely want to continue with stand up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely stand-up is definitely one of my passions.
Yeah.
Where I watch,
That's something, I mean, I think personally that I'm an actor first, and that's something that I'm going to be a little bit more focused on. But stand-up, actually, it just happened to be something that I was good at, and it was something that I got more opportunity doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, getting...
I mean, yeah, but there's so many... Now with YouTube and stuff, with YouTube and Netflix, they... they'll film comedy specials and then put them up that night.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
I think the funniest YouTube stand-up I've ever watched was I watched Billy Crystal's 700 Sundays.
Oh my gosh, man! I just listened to Mark Maron's podcast, and he had Billy Crystal on.
Watch 700 Sundays.
700 Sundays.
It's hilarious.
I'm gonna.
Because he's Jewish and stuff, so
yeah,
they speak Yiddish.
Yeah.
But they'll do it with like a full mouthful of sour cream, and you wearing it during it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's fun. That one was funny. I watched that one. I could not stop laughing.
No, Billy Crystal is hilarious. One of my favorite movies that Billy Crystal did, he directed, was the movie 61. Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's about do you like baseball?
Some movie.
Well, you were a jock, right?
Oh yeah, but I was more. I did more football, basketball.
Yeah. What'd you play in football?
Safety and defensive line.
Oh yeah.
And then basketball, I was center and shooting guard.
Did you play D tackle or defensive end?
What the hell did I? Yeah. Safety for tackle, and then for flag football, I was defensive line.
Defensive line.
Safety.
Yeah, I did. I played defensive tackle my senior year of high school, and I got second team all league.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that team actually went all the way to the semifinals. Dude, we were one game away from going to the CIF championship, man.
Yeah.
It was terrible, and we got our asses kicked in the.
We lost the private school I went to. They have a one-day football tournament, and it was a rematch game because one of the games we were gonna play got written. One of the players it wasn't that they were sick. They couldn't. There was something wrong with the bus or something, so they couldn't drive out here.
Yeah.
So we replayed them in the game and lost.
Oh, okay.
So since that was a replay, we couldn't play in the.
But was this tackle?
No, flag.
Is flag? Yeah, we had.
I hate flags. That's why I quit playing sports. The only sports I play now are football or golf.
Golf. I love golf.
I do the typical actor thing. I become a stand-up comic, and now I play golf. It's like
I love golf, man.
Yeah, I play.
It's one of those.
It's one of those sports where you can
you can hang out and do nothing.
Yeah, hit a ball.
Yeah.
And people get mad. They're like, "Why do you get pissed when you hit a little white ball?" I'm like, "You want to see how big the club is? That's the club I'm using to hit the little tiny white ball."
I know. It's so much fun. I love golf.
Yeah.
I used to go golfing like twice a week and like 2 or 3 times a week at this golf course called Whispering Lakes in Ontario.
Okay.
And it was like
I don't think I've ever played there.
It was like $11 to play 18 holes.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played there. I've played Eden Canyon in Pasadena. Played a course in the high desert. I've played a course 2 times in Hemet.
Are you that guy that gets all decked out in polo shirts? And,
yeah. They gave me the nickname Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Because I'll walk in, I'll have Nike golf shoes on, Nike socks, Nike shorts, Nike shirt.
Oh no! When I go
Nike glove.
When I go golfing, I try to take my pride in golf. I wear a polo shirt.
Oh yeah, no, I do too. I dress up like a real golfer.
Heck yeah!
And I still shoot bogey. I mean, I'm
a terrible golfer.
My home course is Duarte. I always play Duarte. I've played Arcadia 3-part, which is boring. All you use is 3 clubs.
Yeah.
Wedge, putter, and I think 7-iron.
Yeah.
And that's it for 18 holes. That's all you use is 3 clubs.
It's a hard sport, man. It's a super.
I mean, the last time I went golfing, I started playing when I started golfing. I was up in the mid hundreds.
Yeah.
And I went again with my uncle, who after my own set of clubs. I went from 106 to 96. So I took 10 off. Then went again with my buddy and kept going with my buddies. I went from the last time I went, I hit a month ago or 2 months ago. I hit 66.
Really?
And then this last time we went, I hit a 56.
Really?
I saved par on the 8th.
Really?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And that's playing second shots from like other fairways and hitting the ball and having it hit off a tree and land in the middle of the fairway. And then
how long did it take you to learn how to swing the golf?
I still have an ugly swing, but I'm second shots. People tell me, oh, you need to putt from off the green, and I'll chip it on the green and it'll roll within like 4 feet of the hole.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I don't need to tell him how to play.
No, the good. I got lucky because I played baseball my whole life. So when I
I played baseball, t-ball, and now playing golf. It lets pressure on my knees, so I don't have to. But I love golf. I'll go out and play. I play Nike balls. I have.
There was this one time I was golfing with a buddy of mine that I played baseball in high school with, and our swings
baseball swings where you lift up your cleat.
No. Like we were able to keep our feet planted and be able to just swing through, but. When this older guy, he had to have been like 70, just retired, probably golfs every single day, right? Mm-hmm. He comes up to me and my buddy Mark, and he's like, "Hey, how long have you guys been playing golf?" We're like, "This is like our first time like ever golfing," and he said that it took him 10 years to get the swing that me and my buddy Mark had, and me and my buddy Mark were saying we just played baseball our whole lives. That's why he was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
I played baseball, but since I played basketball, I'm used to shooting my foot back, so I would use so when somebody's guarding me, I'd stop quick, and I've learned how to slam my foot back.
Yeah.
So when I play golf, my foot goes back, so I'm learning now to keep my head down and keep my body planted.
Yeah, oh man, and another thing too, I don't have an anger issue, but I think that
hitting a little white ball is kind of like,
oh man, it pisses me off.
Go anywhere.
This one time, I mean, we were playing 18, but we weren't even on. We were probably on like the 5th hole. Mm-hmm. I broke a club, dude.
Oh.
I had to like triple bogey. I'm saying I did horrible on this one hole. And I just hit it horribly, and I slammed the golf club down onto the floor, and I broke it. Yeah. And I just left it there. I just walked away.
I think the best shot I ever had, me and my uncle were playing up in high desert, and there's winds blowing.
Yeah.
And we were on a hole where you have to drive over water and landed on a green that's over water. My uncle goes up, hits his, I think he hit his 7 wedge. He hit his his 7 iron or something and made it on the green. And I just ran my arm back and I just cranked it with my driver, and it landed literally 4 feet behind his.
Yeah.
And it was like it was my first shot, and he's like, okay, so you can play. And he was surprised. He was like, what the hell?
Everyone is like super good at first.
Hey,
How's it going, man?
pretty good. What's up?
Sit down.
What are you doing?
I'm interviewing Jacob Neff on my podcast right now.
Ooh, wow.
Damn, dude, you got enough Diet Cokes?
Yeah,
Pepsi?
it's not for me.
Were you working?
Yeah, I was working.
How was it?
It's work.
Little what time is it?
5 point something?
Little 9 to 5 shift?
No, yeah. It's annoying. I don't want to bother you guys.
No, sit down.
Are you working for the Clarion?
No, I'm
No,
in it. I'm in it for theater.
Oh, okay. In that one?
Yeah.
Specific? Can I see?
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
way in the back.
It's the Jacob and Antoine. it's the Jacob and Antoine interview right now.
Yeah, it works out perfect.
So what are you
So-
interviewing?
How do you say your last name, Antoine?
Yeah.
What was it?
Renault?
Renaut?
Yeah.
I got no. Ladies and gentlemen, Antoine is also an amazing
Yeah.
actor. We're recording right now. We're recording right now. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no, right.
No, ladies and gentlemen, I had someone is pray for those people.
Yeah. Probably drank too much.
No, but ladies and gentlemen, I actually had the honor of working with Antoine on this amazing show called The Epiphany. Oh my gosh. You're gonna be on the Sit and Run podcast this Friday. I hope you know that. I'm being dead serious, dude. You walked right into the interview.
Yeah, you walked right into the podcast, man.
I didn't know. I don't want to bother.
No, you're good. No, man.
I think I've only worked with you, once? When we did That's Not What I Ordered last year for summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first and only time ever working with Antoine.
This is not what I ordered.
Yeah.
Okay, so all-star group, right? Chelsea was there.
Yeah.
Right. Who else?
God, who was else? Oh, Naomi. Naomi.
Oh, Ayumi was there. Who else was there?
Yeah.
All-star group, man. I'm pretty sure Florian was there. Was
Yeah.
Florian there?
Florian was in it. He got beat up by. Didn't he get beat up by San?
Oh man.
No, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, he did. Remember, because the flowers, when she hit him, the flowers exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my job to clean that up after. We were still finding rose petals and stuff under the stage after they pulled everything.
All right, I got a question for both of you. This is gonna be a really, and I want you guys to talk for as long as you want on this one. Tell me about working with Neil Weiss. Antoine.
God.
Oh my
Antoine,
God.
tell me about working.
So Neil has that very specific way to work, which is you sit at the table as long as you don't fully understand the whole concept and your character and all that. So you sit at a table for days talking about what is the character's objective and all that. And as an actor, I feel it's very frustrating because you want to get up and get moving. You want to get things working your own personal way.
Yeah.
But Neil does
not. No.
He has his own way.
No, he does because here's the thing. We all do our homework, right? We all know what we want, the objective, right? And Neil, he will turn it all the way around and say, no, well, why don't you think about this way?
Weren't you guys still working your scene when we came in to watch tech one day? We're just sitting there watching the scenes going.
We
like, can we start tech? Can we talk to the actors and find out what they actually need for their scenes? And they're like, no, they're working right now. It's like, okay, Neil, let us know. We'll just sit here and do nothing while you.
until the premiere, and even after that, we're still working.
We're still.
It was crazy.
See, dude, here's the thing with Neil. He's internal, man. He's all up into what is going on with your personal life. It's scary to get there sometimes.
He's the master of it.
Oh, he's the master. He's the master.
He knows what he wants and how to get it from you. The only thing is you don't even know how to get there or how to give it to him.
And then when you get there, he's like, perfect. Do it again.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I don't even know
I can't do it again. Damn it. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've got the privilege of working with Neil for when we did. That's not what I ordered. I was crew on that one. And then doing emerging voices.
Well, camera acting too.
Yeah, and camera acting.
Mm-hmm.
Camera acting is its own beast. I mean, I know Antoine can
dude,
commit to that one. That one was
no, honestly,
camera acting.
The camera acting class is literally like the workout room.
Oh yeah,
like that's your gym right there. But the play, that's just like, all right, you've done your workout. Now bring it
to the play.
Bring it to the play now.
It's to me, it's two different things because the classroom is very much. You don't have liberty in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you just need to achieve one goal in particular, and that's it.
Yeah.
But when you're working with them in a play, then you can bring more than that and build up something from A to Z, which in the classroom, it's just like one scene, and you need to reach that specific objective that the scene requires.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, what scene did I do? I did a scene from, I did a monologue one time from One Tree Hill, and it was a scene where I was the head basketball captain. And
heck
I had I don't think you were in the class with me. And there was a skinnier kid like Antoine sitting across from me.
Yeah.
And I typical jock, lean back in the chair, and
motivation.
Yeah, lean back in the chair and then do the scene. And Neil's like, Jacob, get right up on him. And I slid to the front of the seat.
Yeah.
And I did it, looking him dead in the eye. And the guy came up to me after and he said, I thought you were going to kick my ass.
Heck yeah,
he was so scared. Neil
he takes you there. He takes you there.
And then when I did the scene with, when I did the monologue, I did another monologue from One Tree Hill with Dave Miranda. But then I think
I'm supposed to be interviewing that guy soon.
I think the funnest,
I
think the funnest monologue I got to do was last year. I got to do it with, I got to do the monologue from A Beautiful Creature, where he's talking, where he gets possessed and everything by her aunt, and talks about how he got possessed and how he was.
Oh, you went to some creepy place.
I went all out. I mean, like, it was raining, so I wore my Letterman's jacket, and I knew it was raining, so my hair was all matted. So I just went straight like creepy Jeremy Irons, gothic play, and Neil's looking at me going, okay, that's how you do really, really creepy to scare people. Do what he did, and you'll get cast every time.
No, man, unbelievable. Oh man.
Who did I do? I think I did it with Sean. Were you in that class last year with me and Sean and Jason and Jade, where we were sitting near the?
No.
Oh yeah. No, I got to do it with Sean Wagner from across the way with me.
What scene did?
And I did it, or not last year. Last year I did the scene from the OC, but the year before I did it with Sean as the girl that I'm talking to. Oh no, not her. I did it with. You remember Sierra, the little short blonde girl that used to come here? Okay, before your time too. Yeah, I did it with her as the girl.
You've been here too long, man.
I know, right? I did it with her as the girl, so I'm sitting across from her, and I'm doing the scene with her, and Neil's just sitting there going, okay.
Yeah.
He couldn't say anything else after that.
Those are the best times.
Yeah.
When Neil just says, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
that
you're
is
good.
true.
Just
That's the best
get
time.
up and sit down. I have
I
nothing
think
to
that's the
say.
best compliment.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I think over the summer I had fun. I got to read Bruce's new play that he's writing. Bruce Solheim, the guy who wrote
running
Epiphany.
A new play right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sick! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
What's
it
called? What's it about?
What
what is it? I'm gonna go and audition for it.
It's about his life in 1974 Alaska.
Ooh.
So it's
1974.
Alaska?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I need to get him on the show. Is what I
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah. If you're friends with him on Facebook, you'll talk to him. Yeah. No. Yeah. So me and a bunch of actors got to go read it, and I got to play. Not Olaf. I can't think of the character's name, but he's a 78-year-old old Swedish guy who's a cook.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's all you. You cook.
Yeah. And Bruce said, just have fun with it. I want you to do a. If you can't do a Swedish accent, just go with it. Do a Californian Swedish accent. I don't care. I just want to hear it. And I did it, and everybody was like, okay, so.
Yeah.
And Bruce was like, if I rewrite it, I'm casting you as that character.
Interesting.
Because with all the accents I can do, it worked out perfect.
I can't wait then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he's writing a musical too. Him and an English teacher here are doing a musical.
A musical. Wow. That is a challenge.
Dude,
now that's gonna be.
you.
I'm gonna audition for that one, but I'm like, wait a minute, ex-military guy writing a musical.
You never know. Was he in the military?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Vietnam, right?
Oh, I think so. I don't even.
Yeah, that's what Bronze Star was about. His buddy who was in Vietnam, and then Epiphany's about his family's farm in Norway getting conquered by the Germans.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Epiphany, Antoine,
Yeah.
how did Meyer come to you?
Oh my God.
How did that guy come to you?
Okay, first of all,
you had Florian.
It's important to know that it's an original.
Yeah.
So it's never been done before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, I'll go on YouTube and see what other actor did before me and just kind of like emulate all that. So it was really interesting because the first script had a scene where my daughter dies.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter dies, and I don't know. It was a little too much for Neil and Bruce. They thought that it was not serving the story, the main story.
Oh, okay.
So they took it out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because that scene was probably, I'm glad that it was in there at some point because it was really like,
it gave
it gave me the motivation of all of my objectives,
mm-hmm.
like my daughter, which at the end I kept in the back of my head.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though it was not in the script, to me it was still very much alive. So
was Meyer fighting for his daughter?
It was fighting for his freedom.
For his
to be able to go back to his family eventually. But once that daughter was not part of the script anymore, I kept the family background and going back to where it was originally from.
I think the funnest character you had fun with was either playing the gay guy from That's Not What I Ordered,
mm-hmm.
or the Star Wars characters that live in the hills.
Man,
from Twelfth Night, where Craig had you cross-dress.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that, dude. Because see, here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Antoine, but I go into the play, right, and I see this guy, dude. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
tell me
like
that.
The first interaction you and Kira had, I was dying laughing.
It's actually pretty sad.
Yeah. So what happened?
Okay, so during the audition,
okay.
Craig was like, just do whatever you want, take it wherever you want. I want to see what each of you can bring to the script.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said also that it was a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So I went very sexual because I know that makes usually people laugh or uncomfortable. That makes people react.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I went with like a couple of like
different
jokes
ideas.
Like that.
Yeah,
different ideas.
Yeah.
And some of them stuck to like. Craig really liked it, like for the raping scene.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Unbelievable.
He came to me. He was like, "Well, that is your idea, so you just go with it."
Go with it, yeah.
We're actually gonna
you
do
want
that?
us to do this in front of Sari? Okay, we're good then, right?
So I.
They needed to put like a super rated R sign on that.
Well, that's what they did, right?
Dude.
Didn't they put MA?
But it was like
Probably.
at the bottom.
It was like
small and at
the whole poster
dude,
should have been the
I
R-rated
almost brought
sign.
my little sister to that play. She's like 13 and she loves Star Wars. That's why I was like,
I'm not bringing her.
Yeah. Oh man, I was like,
you guys didn't get to see the second round of auditions for that, huh?
Hmm?
You guys didn't get to see the second round, huh? Of auditions.
No.
Unless you guys got called in for that one, did you?
No,
because you were playing. You did R2D2.
Yeah.
And then you did the evil villain. I can't even think of the name.
Man, I would have had. Man, if I knew Antoine was coming,
I know, right?
I would have had everyone in 12th Night in the Epiphany. I would have. No, dude, it's.
I mean, I know. I loved auditioning for 12th Night. I got the honor of auditioning for Ewok. For the Ewok that Dave played.
Dave ended up playing it?
Yeah,
I can see that too. You or Dave?
Yeah.
would have been.
I think I would
been
have.
that character.
I think if Craig, I honestly, I would have probably cast me as the Ewok, and then have Dave as Yoda.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of you guys played like 2 or 3 characters. During the play.
But I mean, I think it would have been easier having 2 actors play the 2 different characters, so that way, so that way Yoda would come out, but Yoda was always riser. I'm like, no, you should have had somebody young playing the Ewok, and
playing
then have somebody wiser playing Yoda, and
Dave is Yoda.
Dave is Yoda.
Dave is Yoda.
I think he killed it.
Have you ever had a conversation with that guy?
Oh, yeah.
It's going in like 10,000 different directions. You don't know if he's serious or if he's being funny.
I know
Force is with that.
Yeah.
You don't know. The Force is just with that guy all the time.
He killed it as Yoda. I would have liked to seen maybe another actor play the Ewok or the little Wookiee, because it was just made. It made. I think it would have been.
Pulled it off pretty good though.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
But I mean, doing it with an injured back like he did. I think didn't he pull his back? Yeah, he like injured his back in one of the rehearsals, and I'm like, Craig, you could have had a younger person play.
Hey, but
we're more flexible.
Chelsea Barron playing.
Oh God.
Playing. Oh my gosh, man. Unbelievable.
Chelsea is a natural.
I know, dude. She is. Man, I loved her.
Dude, Patrick playing. Peter playing Darth Vader.
I never even did. Peter's good. I never met that guy. Never seen him around.
I mean, he killed it in the Shakespeare class.
Yeah, he did, definitely.
Oh, he took a Shakespeare class too.
Yeah,
that
was pretty funny when during one of the play, like the show nights.
Yeah.
Chelsea improvised completely. I was like, "Get off my balls!" And I thought it was so funny. Everybody laughed, and it was. And
then of course Craig's like, "Keep it."
Dude, she's a comedian.
I think
she is.
She's a comedian. She needs to start doing stand-up.
Neil says that she's gonna go very far.
Oh, dude, she will. I really believe that she will. She's too
if she
good.
wants it, she will definitely. She has the talent for it.
I think her, and then playing that one character in the first scene from That's Not What I Ordered, where she was the one that was like, she was supposed to be the dominant, and it was funny watching her. We're all sitting there laughing our asses off as tech people.
Yeah.
Because when we did tech, it was when you guys were still working it and you're trying to find music. And of course, first song that comes to mind for Sari was, wasn't it Sexual Healing, where she had them dance like strippers?
Yeah.
That's not Antoine dance. I'm like, Antoine, you don't get to dance. They dance. Well, I think last year's improv, not this year's, this fall's improv, I think last year's, we could probably, crossed the line, 10 times in improv last year?
No such thing as crossing the line.
Oh, no. I mean...
There's no lines in improv.
Well, yeah, there's no lines, but I think because I know this year...
Some people get offended, though.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what Craig did this year. He said you guys crossed... They crossed the line so many times. He's like, okay, we're going to go from an M rating to a PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
But I mean, last year, remember were you in the final with us? Were you in the final with us for improv where we did the
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yada yada. And then at the end, it was funny. Is we're all sitting up there trying to be dead serious during the last scene. Sari turns to Craig and goes, "Craig, there's a lot of fake humping in your final." He's like, I had no control.
No.
It's like,
doesn't, man.
I mean, anything with Craig, I mean, you can do, I mean, it was like, Craig is like, he just gave us freedom. He's like, hey, guys, do what you do. Whatever comes to your mind, do it. It's like, okay. It's like, yeah, you sure you want us to do it? He's like, go with it. Yeah. Okay, Craig. Thank you.
Antoine, you need to get back into acting, bro.
Yeah.
I will.
I feel like I'm losing you. I'm losing you.
Are you going to audition for Laramie?
No, I don't know. It's because you need to take a class for that, and it's I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna take my last class during winter, so I will have my AA degree and then I'll move on probably to something more professional.
You gonna try to get your bachelor's?
No. I don't think anybody wants
a French man.
No, it's just like when you go audition in LA.
I know, right?
When you want to go audition in LA, nobody asks for a degree.
Yeah,
like,
no, they don't.
They just.
Dude, I think you should audition though for Laramie.
Are you gonna continue to be taking acting classes though?
Oh my god, if I can, yeah, it's a lot of money.
No,
I'm not gonna lie, it's a
no,
lot of money.
dude. See, that's the thing. See, because here's the thing. I what do you call it? I applied to a few Cal States like literally on the last day, and I wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. Because I knew that I was already planning on moving to LA, and I wanted to take acting classes anyway. I'd kind of be killing two birds with one stone if I got my degree, you know. So that's why I was like, "Is that your ride?"
Yeah, it is.
Antoine.
All right.
Antoine. Dude, I'm going to hit you up and we're going to do a real interview.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Antoine, everybody.
That'd be really cool. Thank you for all that.
You just walked right into the podcast, man.
That was George. You know what? Next time I'll just come knowingly and just
right, man?
be part of it.
No, man, I got your number. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man.
All
Later.
right.
Have a good night.
See you, man. Yes.
We done? We done?
I mean, if you want to be done.
You good?
I mean, it's up to you.
All right. I'm good. All right, Jake.
Hey, you think you can give me a ride home?
Yeah, I'll give you a ride home.
I live right behind biology.
Coolio.